The new picnic basket. It was almost 2 weeks after the Nowruz celebration, and Pari's house was crowded. Pari's cousins had come to their house to stay for the weekend and also celebrate the last day of Nowruz named Sizde Badar. Pari has 3 cousins and enjoys hanging out with them. They all live in a big city close to their house. Her eldest cousin is Sadaf. She is 18 years old. She just got accepted at the university for a major in physics, astronomy. She has so many books and movies about galaxies and planets. Another cousin is 10 years old, and his name is Sam. Sam enjoys taking photographs of insects. He has a nice camera to take his professional photos. Last year, he won an award from a nationwide competition. The last one is Sina, who is 3 years old. His eyes are weak, so he needs to use glasses until he is old enough for surgery. Today was the last day of the Persian spring holiday Nowruz, and they were going to celebrate Nature Day. It is called Sizde Badar. Sizde refers to the 13th day of the Farvardin in the Persian calendar. Badar means to leave the home to go and enjoy outside. Last night, Pari's parents and her auntie packed dishes and food and prepared everything needed for today's picnic. Early in the morning, they left, and after driving for an hour, they arrived at a beautiful spot with a view of the city. They found a big tree and spread their blanket to start their picnic there. Her mom and her auntie set up their small gas stove and put a pot to cook ash. Kids are forbidden to get close to there, as it is hot to touch and dangerous for them. They cooked ash reshte, which is a food with wheat flour noodle, Persian vegetables, and beans. Meanwhile, her father and her uncle set up their barbecue with some charcoal to make some fried chicken. Gradually, the area became filled with other cars and families. Pari's grandparents also joined them later. In the city where they live, there is an Iranian community, and some of them are Pari's parents' friends. Sadaf was responsible for the kids, so after playing badminton for a while, they all went for a walk around the area. Pari asked, "What are we doing here?" Sadaf added, "Well, you know we started celebrating Nowruz 13 days ago. Now, on the 13th day of spring, we come to nature to end our holiday by enjoying the fresh weather of spring. During these 13 days, people go to their relatives' houses and visit each other. So, families still are connected and meet each other during the season of festivity." Sam added, "This is a tradition from 3,000 years ago, and our history teachers said many countries like Tajikistan, Afghanistan, Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, Turkey, India, and other countries in the Middle East celebrate it too." "So when we come to nature, what do we exactly do?" Pari asked. Sadaf answered, "In the past, it was an excuse for families to come out and gather before going back to their work and routines after the holiday. But these days are different. People eat nuts and the remaining fresh sweet cookies from the last 13 days. So, they do not waste any leftovers from Nowruz parties. They also dance to Persian music and play card games and take photos to record memories of the year. Most leave before sunset to get well rested. Then, on the next day, they would go to work and school full of energy." Sam said, "However, sometimes they can damage the nature and destroy it by acting carelessly." Pari asked surprisingly, "How do people damage nature?" Sadaf added, "Well, the main problem is pollution. For example, using plastics and leaving it in nature without collecting them. The other issue is breaking fresh tree branches to make a fire. Sometimes people don't put it out properly, and they can start a forest fire, which destroys the area. Also, noise pollution can make animals in larger areas such as jungles or mountains panic. Sam also said, I hear people start removing things from nature too. They especially like to collect shells and colorful sand from beaches. These are important pieces of that area's ecosystem. Sadaf nodded and agreed, then added, some people don't get taught that things which belong to nature should stay there, and we cannot remove or collect them. We are just a guest, and no one is coming after us to clean up our garbage. We cannot damage animals' homes and leave them dirty to keep our traditions. This is so disrespectful. Pari was listening carefully and thinking about how much her parents are responsible for putting their garbage in the right place. Pari said, my mom always separates plastics and put them in a separate bin. She always says, plastic is the enemy of our nature, and we must recycle it right. Sadaf approved and then suggested going back and eat some food. When they arrived, the food was ready. The kids sat down around the tablecloth. Pari's mother put all the dishes and food in the center and was serving some saffron sherbet. Her auntie asked, oh, Layla, these dishes look new. I love that wooden box. Where did you get them from? Pari's mother answered, oh, I was shopping for Nowruz in a market near our home. There was a guy who was selling them. He told me that this box is made from an old tree trunks and is strong enough to not let the things inside it break easily. These dishes are made from melamine. We should not use any plastic this year and respect nature. Everyone was happy about her mother's choice of tableware for this picnic. Her grandparents said, I brought these plates and cups too. These are made from paper and can be easily recycled after being used. Pari's grandfather added, in our monthly gatherings with other retirees, we ask everyone to bring their own cutlery too. This helps us to use less plastic. Then Pari's father added, carrying glasses are heavy, and they might be dangerous if they break in nature and are left. It might hurt other people or animals. We also cannot leave cans and metallic containers in nature. Some animals might put their head inside them to eat leftovers, and they would be trapped inside it. We should also collect and remove whatever we brought to nature. Then Sadaf added, yes, I am also a member of a non-profit organization, and every month we go to natural areas around our city to collect garbage. Also, sometimes we remove cigarette filters in the city because it is so dangerous for birds such as crows and sparrows. If we all feel responsible about nature, we can overcome the pollution crisis and keep it clean for the next generation. After having that chat, they started eating their food and enjoying the rest of their evening. Pari ate so much ash and fell asleep after lunch, so she slept beside her grandfather and used one of the red bolsters. Her grandfather always said, spring makes you feel more sleepy, but a short nap on the Sizda Badar afternoon is worth more than any other time.